sound. How does it ring to you as the person who made the film?
What do you mean in terms of how the film is
described?
Is described? Well, it's. I don't pitch my films,
yeah,
so I don't relate to simplified description of both my films and any other film, for the matter. So it's no, it's the thing that I suppose I try to do is to. My films are like collage, right? And so for me, elements going in this or that direction are just a color. It doesn't make the film belong to. Is this a genre movie? Of course, it's not a genre movie, but I'm using genre elements, and it's an important part of the film. And but I think that the movies I try to make are movies that are outside of the box in a certain way. So yeah.
Yeah, but the collage is an interesting term because you're saying that you.
I mean, collage in the sense that it's like editing. It's two different things that collide, and eventually they create a third one, which is basically in the imagination of the viewer. I mean, it's movies where ultimately you really have to interact with the film, and you are part of the creation of the film. It's been like that forever. I mean, it's the way I watch movies anyway. But I mean, I suppose that I use it in a more radical way in my own films.
And then maybe there's something with the last two films that goes further in that direction.
It goes in that direction because Clouds of Sils Maria was kind of a ghost story, but again, ghost story is like a cold word. I mean, it's not like it's more like expressing a way of trying to connect with our imagination, with considering that when I film the world, I'm not just filming what I'm filming also something that's invisible and that's floating around, and I think that's the beauty of cinema. The cinema as an art, it captures things you are aware of and things you are not completely aware of. The cinema, I mean, films, they're not just like a flat surface that you view it. It's an open space where you do circulate, and I certainly do not control that dimension of how the films are perceived, received, understood, and so in that sense, it's a dimension I'm trying to consciously integrate into my filmmaking. And yes, it has been present in Clouds of Sils Maria, and because somehow I kind of got away with it in Clouds of Sils Maria, I just tried to go one step further when I was making this film.
And does that feel to you specifically connected with your experience of working with Kristen?
I think that with Kristen we have this non-verbal communication that is essential to our working together. It's really so much part of how we function. I think that what I think we pretty much have in common is to both have reflection on what we are doing, which is not saying intellectualizing, but trying to understand the complexity of what we are doing. I mean, I'm trying to come to terms with it and simultaneously being completely spontaneous, completely physical. And what I think is extraordinary with Kristen is how smart she is in understanding the most intricate complexities of cinema, of filmmaking, of what is going on within a shot, and and she brings such incredible pace, rhythm. I mean, she recreates the character from the inside, and she does it knowingly, but at the same time she's guided by her body. It's really her physicality, and I think that's very much the way I function. I love to be here discussing my movies and using big words, but ultimately when I'm on the set, I function like very primitive, on a very primitive level. I have to react intuitively to what is going on. So I think that's something we very much have in common with Kristen.